and it never got going, unfortunately. Ekassi on a run of 8 wins, and this a very tough test for Ekassi. And I think this all depends on which Johnny Nelson turns up tonight. 8 rounds, cruiserweight contest, both men in the white trunks, but Nelson, long and slender, on the left of the picture. In fact, Ekassi is wearing pale blue trunks, but they look almost white at a distance. Well, a positive start here from Johnny Nelson. Incredibly hard to hit with a decent punch, but Ekassi there trapped Nelson in his own corner. Well, I've known Johnny now for some years, a nice fella, possibly too nice for this game. Ekassi doing the right thing here, showing Nelson no respect. This is Ajaccio, the capital of Corsica, the French island. And Johnny can hit when he puts his punches together. And on paper form, you wouldn't give Ekassi a hope here against Johnny Nelson. And Norbert Ekassi was pushed to beat Caldwell Hilton, the former Midlands area champion. And Nelson took out Caldwell with one single punch in the first round of their match in Sheffield. Nelson then making Ekassi miss. And Johnny really does need a good performance here to try and redeem himself. Right uppercut, left hook from Nelson. I'm not so sure the result is as important as the performance from Nelson. Of course, the win would be very useful, but the manner of the win, should Nelson win this, would be just as vital. Equally, Johnny can't afford to lose in the kind of circumstance he did when he fought Carlos de Leon the first time for the WBC title. In fact, he drew with de Leon on that occasion. I thought he won. But difficult to pick a winner in a non-event. Nice long punches from Nelson, but not really putting his body behind them. Well, there's not much in the opener left. Nelson looks to have a pretty healthy lead so far, with a round about to come to a finish. Ekassi, of course, has pulled forward, tried to wing away with both hands, but been met with some very corrective punches from Nelson. Well, good first round for Johnny. And Nelson first won the vacant British Championship 3 years ago. He stopped Andy Strawn in a good fight and defended against Ian Bullock and also Lou Gent. Won the European title with a last round stoppage of Marcus Bott, the German, in Germany, and then defended with a lackluster performance, I would say, against Yves Mansour, the Belgian. And Johnny lost his first 3 professional fights. Started 6 years ago, fought Magna Havner in his 3rd fight in Denmark, and Havner would go on to become WBO champion. The only other 2 losses on his career. Brian Schumacher in a cracking fight in Liverpool, and Dennis Bailey holds a win over Crawford Ashley, current British champion. Sorry, I should say the former British champion. Also boxed for the European title and drew. So this round 2 of a scheduled 8. Ekassi knows he needs to try and cut down Johnny Nelson, nullify that long range and reach. Of course, Ekassi looking to get himself a crack at the European Championship. Already holds a third round stoppage win over the current European Cruiserweight champion, Hakim Tafer. And there's blood now on the side of Ekassi's head, bleeding from the mouth too. Nelson, they just shaved that right hand with a pull back. I think Johnny's cut, in fact, on the left eye. It's possible. Nelson managed and trained by Brendan Ingle. Ooh, good shot there from Ekassi. And Ekassi now trying to walk through Nelson. Nice punches from Nelson. And Ekassi being a bit bamboozled here by Johnny Nelson, rolling around. Good right from Nelson. And again, good punches here. He's on the floor in the second round, Ekassi. Well-placed shots. Well, he's a determined man. Well, he's going to box on. There's plenty of time left in this second round for Nelson to finish this. And again, Nelson doing well here, putting his punches together. Ekassi, born in the Cameroon, he's a wild man on occasion. But been tamed of it here by Nelson. First couple of rounds. Still there though. Ekassi still trying to connect with his punches, but Nelson rolling beautifully, making them miss, catching some on his arms and gloves. Oh, and one after the bell there from Ekassi. Gets a good ticking off for that. But a good round for Johnny Nelson. And Brendan Ingle very eccentrically dressed here. Yellow shorts, red hat. What does he look like? Looks like the a flag from some African country. See that knockdown again. A combination of punches really from Nelson, and that was almost a push, really. But to no doubt that Ekassi was hurt by that one, principally. It was a left hook to the temple from Nelson. So round 3 coming up. Nelson's clearly taken the first 2. This is scheduled for 8. How much has he taken out of Ekassi? This is, of course, a big opportunity for Ekassi. Doing well here, start of round 3. But Nelson once again ducking and diving very well. Not countering though, needs to. Ekassi getting through now with punches. Nelson hangs on. Left to the body, right to the head from Ekassi. And now Johnny Nelson under a bit of pressure here. Needs to fire back. He must be amazed at the recuperation of Ekassi after a bad second round. But this is all the Frenchman now. And Nelson there, hanging on grimly. Looks almost spent, Johnny Nelson. I can't believe it. One nail on the back of the head, and down goes Nelson. Well, that is a big surprise. Johnny Nelson on the floor. Well, he's up at 7.5. And the referee's waved it off. Well, Ekassi wins in 3 rounds. Well, there will be controversy there. And Johnny Nelson didn't look too keen for battle. Should have gritted his teeth, had his hands up. Ekassi gets the biggest win of his career. Beats the former 2-time World Championship title challenger, Johnny Nelson, in 3 rounds. There's a cut on the head, possibly from a clash. Here we go again, the knockdown. Just on the back of the head. And Nelson went down almost as if to avoid the follow-up. And I'm rather surprised he didn't get up with more fight in him. There can't have been too much left in Ekassi, although he looked fired up for the start of round 3. Well, you've got to wonder now where Johnny Nelson goes from here. No doubt some very good work from Ekassi. But he came from behind to win that in 3.